This is a poem by Robert Frost called Revelation. We make ourselves a place apart behind light words that tease and flout, but oh, the agitated heart till someone find us really out. 'Tis pity if the case require, or so we say, that in the end we speak the literal to inspire the understanding of a friend. But so with all from babes that play at hide and seek to God afar, so all who hide too well away must speak and tell us where they are. Interesting to me that the title of this poem is Revelation, almost as if Frost himself was having a clear vision of existence and the way in which we clumsily muddle through the world, and the fact that we are eternally playing a game of hide and seek with ourselves. And it made me think of children and how beloved the game of hide and seek still is, even with board games and video games and television and movies and all of the other things that they can sort of occupy their time with. Hide and seek is remarkably long lasting in its popularity. And I think that it's one of those clues that we see in the world that give us an idea of the true nature of reality. Hide and seek is the game where you know that something is there and you are constantly seeking for it. And in my fundamental axiom of reality, that is what we're all doing. We are all the creative force, whatever you want to call that. Tao, God, Godhead, consciousness, whatever. We are that playing hide and seek with ourselves in the sense of this is an illusion. And you're essentially seeing the creation from various points and various people, various beings in different places and different times. And you get to experience yourself in this way. And you have to really fool yourself into believing that it's real in order to have the full experience of the existence. You have to get really, really lost in it. And ultimately, you are seeking something at your core. You are hiding at the outset, that is, at your birth, and then you are constantly seeking. And so you fill yourself up with all of these trappings and knowledge and consumables and things that you think are the goal of what you're seeking. But in reality, you're seeking your way back to the one that is hiding from you, that you are fooling yourself from seeing. And this also takes another interesting form on the earth itself, in the sense of this cycle that we find, this circle of life, as we call it, when something dies and then degrades and is eaten by microbes and worms and, depending on where it is, fish, birds, what have you, and is absorbed back into the earth, or just then takes many, many different forms. Think of one being that lay dead and then what it becomes. An innumerable amount of different things in matter. And so in this way, that's disappearing in its current form and is then reappearing in many, many different ways. And so that's another way in which hide and seek takes place on the actual physical space that we find here on Earth. The other part of the poem, which I think is at least worth mentioning, is the beginning two paragraphs talking about how we have this sort of superficial interaction and can oftentimes be apprehensive or reluctant to be true and literal and confide in a friend and open ourselves to that in order to develop a deeper connection to those around us. And here Frost is saying what a pity it is, or so we think. And then he ends the poem by talking about this hide and seek. So again, I think that this revelation is a real occurrence that happened to him, in the sense of he had a glimpse into what lies beneath all of the pretense and the superficial parts of life. And then he saw beyond that, out through the illusion, and back to the one that's hiding, that we are constantly seeking. And we've confused ourselves as to what that exactly is. And here, Frost is shedding some light from his own experience on that.